Welcome back to Gopher Football with Jerry Kill. I'm Natalie Nias. The Maroon and Gold head to Ryan Field this weekend, and it will be a tough battle with Northwestern as both the Gophers and the Wildcats are looking for their first Big Ten victory. To give us an inside look at the Gophers and to preview Saturday's game, Mike Max is in the Hall of Fame room with Coach Claeys.
Coach, we talked about the Wildcats a little bit earlier in our film session, but as you look at, it's a tough team to prepare for because A, they had some injuries, B, they played two quarterbacks anyway. King Coulter is kind of the key. He's the trigger man, and when they're going well, you watch him and he just sees the field and kind of picks it apart and makes decisions on the fly.
He really does, and then when you play them in the coverage that you play, he'll pull the ball down and take off and run. So he's really the dual threat of the two quarterbacks, as opposed to the other guy wants to sit in the pocket and throw the ball. And they're built, you know, really to be a balanced offense. They have to run the football, you know, and that sets up their passing game. I mean, not that they can't drop back and throw it, but they don't want to drop back and throw it 50 times a game. And so that's where Wisconsin, with the injury, and then they fell behind, they got into a drop back passing game, and they need to keep you off balance on
control
on
clock
defense.
and keep you guessing.
Keep you guessing and have both threats. And so that's where I'm sure they're going back to work and emphasizing, hey, we got to be able to do both, and it's not their ball game to fall behind, as it is. You know, a lot of people struggle a little bit, but they're built around him being able to run and throw and not just have to throw the ball every snap.
Yeah, and when you watch them, you want to go back one more week, I mean, they had every reason to beat Ohio State. They just didn't quite get it done, but if you watch that football game, that was what they want to be about.
No question. They had Ohio State off balance from the running and throwing, and you know, was able to move the ball down the field. And so, you know, when they keep that game close or they have the lead, they're definitely they're tough to prepare for. It all comes down to a counting game. Do you have enough guys in the box to stop the run? If you do, they're going to get out on the edge and on the perimeter on you. If you don't have enough guys in there, they're going to run the ball. And you know, they do the no huddle, hurry to the line, see how you're going to line up, and then choose what play they're going to run. So, you know, up until this last week with Wisconsin, before they had their injuries, their offense they've been very good on offense, and we expect the same.
The only thing, you know, you saw Wisconsin was, you know, you make plays early against them. That's what Wisconsin did, and they did it from the defensive side of the ball, and they did it with a lot of pressure up the middle. With Pedersen, the middle linebacker, was able to come free and make some plays. And by the time Northwestern adjusted, they were out of the game. Does that leave many clues, or is that so independent of each other, Wisconsin's personnel versus yours, that you can't try to duplicate it?
I think, you know, the one philosophy behind the hurry-up offense is that they'll hurry you so much you don't have time to call blitzes, to communicate and do some things like that.
That's the idea.
That's the idea. They think they'll get you in a more vanilla type of defense, and so the whole key is to be able to send some pressure against them, even though they are hurrying up. But at the same time, you gotta have great communication, everybody on the same page. So you know, if we're able to mix it up and we communicate and handle their tempo, you know, I thought last year we held them to their lowest point total, 21 points a year ago, and really played well, but 2 or 3 plays. So we come prepared and do a good job of communicating them. We'll have a chance, you know, defensively, to give us a chance to win the fourth quarter.
And you talk about that. I mean, you have to have a veteran quarterback almost to run what they run. But when he's healthy and when he's there, and they've had a veteran quarterback for years running that same offense effectively. But those guys can cover up a lot of mistakes because they're so good at the line of scrimmage, and that's where you get in the guessing game.
No question. That's where you get in the guessing game, and then, you know, with Coulter, he gives them the option again of pulling it down and running. He's a little bit more of a running threat, and so he can extend plays, and their receivers do such a good job on the scramble of getting to the open part of the field, and you know, like I say, last week is a little unfair towards them with the injuries, and they fall behind. You know, we'll definitely prepare for. They're going to have everybody back, and that same offense that's been putting a lot of points on the board.
Good luck this week, Coach.
Thank you very much.
The Gophers in Northwestern, 11 a.m. kickoff by the lake, Natalie.
That will do it for this week's edition of Gopher Football with Jerry Kill. Be sure to check out gophersports.com all week long for updates on your Golden Gophers. For Coach Claeys and Mike Max, I'm Natalie Nias. Thanks for joining us right here on Gopher Football with Jerry Kill.